guys, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this scarf, the cluster V-stitch. It's a really pretty pattern and it's quite nice and delicate and it would make gorgeous scarves, but obviously you can also use it for anything else that you like, for blankets and things as well. I apologise now that I've got such dark nails, but they were done for a party. I hope it doesn't distract anybody too much. So let's get cracking, and like I say, I will be showing you how to do this lovely cluster V-stitch scarf. Now you can leave it just as a long scarf, or if you wanted to, like I've done, you can join so that you can make it into an infinity scarf and obviously then wrap around as many times as you like. So let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, you want to create your slip knot, and if you're not sure exactly how to do that, then just check out my beginner series and there is a tutorial on there where I do it nice and slowly. So for this you want to create your foundation chain, and you want to do your foundation chain in a multiple of 3. So whatever it is you're doing, the width that you want your project to be, that's how many that you need to chain. So for my particular scarf I'm going to chain 21. But you can chain as many as you like, but that's just as many as I'm going to do for a scarf. So 2, 3, 4. So I've done my chain of 21 now, and whatever length that you do, you just want to add on an additional 2 chains at the end. So 1 and 2. We're now going to work our way back along our foundation row, and we're going to do it, our first stitch, into the 5th chain from the hook. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we're going to do a cluster V-stitch into that stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert into that 5th stitch, yarn over and pull up. So you've now got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 and stop there. You're then going to yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, yarn over and pull up, and you'll now have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. So we've now got 3 loops left on the hook. And then you want to yarn over, pull through all 3. You're then going to chain 2. And then back into that very same chain space, you're going to do another cluster. So yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through all 3. So that has created our very first cluster V-stitch. We're not going to chain anything in between our V-stitches, we're just going to skip 2. So 1, 2, and then into that 3rd chain you're going to do another cluster V-stitch. So yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert back into that same space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. Chain 2, and then back into that same space you're going to do the other half of your V-stitch. And then all 3. So that there we've now got 2 cluster V-stitches, and you're just going to do that all the way along your foundation row. So if you want to pause or rewind now and just complete a cluster V-stitch and then skip 2 cluster V-stitch, and remember to always do your chain 2 in between your halves of your V's. So if you want to do that now, and then I will meet you back when you get towards the very end of your foundation chain. So I've just completed my last cluster V-stitch there, and then I've got 3 chains left, which is correct. And you're going to skip 2 chains as normal, and then into that very last stitch, just at the slip knot, you're going to do a treble. So that's a UK treble, US double. So yarn over, insert into that last chain, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that is how we should be looking on your foundation row. So now we're going to chain 3 and turn, and this next row now is your pattern repeat. So you will just complete this row, and then every single row after that will be exactly the same. So I'll just do this row with you. So we've chained 3 and turned, and now we're going to be doing all of our cluster V's into the centre of that chain 2 between our half V's just here. We're going to do all the stitches into those spaces. So you're going to go straight into that first space and you're going to do your cluster V. So yarn over and insert and complete your cluster. Remember to chain 2 in between your half V's. And then you're going to work across into the next space and the next, and you're going to do that all the way along. So if you want to do that, and then I will meet you just as you do your last one. So I've pretty much worked across to the end now. I've just got one last V stitch there from the previous row. So I will just do my cluster V into there. Chain 2. And that is all my cluster stitches worked now all the way along. And so now you just want to find the top of the chain 3 from the previous row. So you're going to do your treble into the top of the chain 3 from that last row. So yarn over and insert into the top of that chain 3. Try and make sure that you get 2 parts of the stitch. And then complete your treble. And that is it. That last row is the row that you will repeat over and over again until your scarf gets as long as you want it to be. So if you want to pause or rewind and just watch that last row again, but that is literally it. You are just going to repeat that last row over and over again until it's as long as you want it to be. I will just mention that obviously I used a ball and a half of the Boho Spirit for this scarf. So when it comes to adding a new ball or changing colour, make sure you do it at the very end of a row, and just check out my colour changing tutorial if you haven't seen that one already. It just shows you how to change colour, but it can also be used to add a new ball of yarn in the exact same way. And in that tutorial I do it for double crochet, half treble crochet and treble crochet, so all the different stitches are in there. So I will link that below for anyone that wants to use multiple yarns, or if you were just obviously going to need more than one ball of the same colour. So obviously you can do loads of rows and leave it as a really long flat scarf, which is beautiful, and that is something that I have done. Unfortunately I haven't got it here to show you because I've already given it as a gift. But they do look absolutely gorgeous. I added a few tassels onto the end which finished it off really nicely. I also did one where I finished it off with my pom-pom border. That looked really pretty as well. But this one I just stitched together the 2 ends. And if you want to know how to do that, then just nip and check out my shell stitch infinity scarf tutorial. And at the end of there it's just a really simple and quick section on how to stitch your 2 ends together. But that's it for this tutorial, guys. I told you it was a really quick one, but it does make really nice scarves which will make absolutely beautiful Christmas presents or birthday presents. And you can see that it's so simple, but it gives perfectly straight edges and just looks really gorgeous. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give me a super quick thumbs up and remember to subscribe for a new video every week. But I will see you again soon for another tutorial. Thanks as always for watching, guys. Bye.